Hi friends! Today I want to talk about a story that sometimes circulates on social media about how in 1997 Jeff Bezos went to Harvard Business School to have the case of his company discussed by the current MBA students. The story goes that after reviewing the company, some of the students recommended that he sells to Barnes & Noble. For those of you that are not in the US, Barnes & Noble was a very dominant bookstore chain at the time. When that story appears on social media, very often the write-up of the story and the comments make fun of the advice and sometimes even dismiss completely business school education. And while I can understand where people are coming from, I think the advice was in fact quite good. We suffer from knowing what has happened. We know that Amazon was extremely successful, and therefore it seems that really it wouldn't have been the right idea to sell to Barnes & Noble. But at the time in 1997, the success of Amazon is not something that's a given. It's not clear at all that the company will become successful. There's actually some significant risk that the company is facing as more and more competitors are moving into the online retailing space. So suggesting that a relatively new and relatively small company sell itself to an established player is not bad advice at all. That would be a way for Jeff Bezos and the other early investors and employees of Amazon to get a very nice exit from their involvement with Amazon, and it would probably have secured Bezos and a few others senior positions within Barnes & Noble. They would have done very well out of it, and Barnes & Noble would probably have done quite well from owning a piece of the online retail space that was already successful. So I think we have to be very careful when we look at something that happened in the past. When we evaluate the quality of a decision that was made, we very much tend to use the knowledge that we have of what happened since in order to interpret the decision and decide whether it was a good decision or not. But we have to think hard about what really was the information available at the time for the people making the decision. And often it makes deciding whether a decision was good or bad a lot harder. Another thing that I want to point out is that this effect of thinking that something is obvious after we know the answer is actually the topic of a very interesting book by Duncan Watts that I can only recommend you check out. So what do you think about the advice that was given by those MBA students at Harvard? Let me know in the comments below. Bye for now.